What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Amari Kalia, and I am back with another video. I am so excited for this video. This is my first time recording a October or monthly reset, and I decided to do this because I am really making some big changes in my life, and I feel like other than me writing it down, this is a great way for me to document my progress, and of course I want to share with you guys what I'm doing on my current journey of this thing called life. For those who don't know, I post all types of health content. So I'll show my meals, my workouts, my routines, my habits, and I'm in my 20s. So I kind of just show everything that I do, but I really specialize into my health journey. So if that's the type of content you want to see and you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to start off by reflecting on last month, and then we're going to get into what I'm looking forward to for the next month. So grab you some tea, some coffee, some wine, some water, whatever you want to drink, and let's get ready for this new month. So the first thing I want to do is go over my goals that I have for September, and this is going to be my first time reflecting on my goals, so this would be interesting for y'all to watch me actually reflect. So I saw this trend on TikTok, and I'll put this on the screen, but it's basically my goals divided up into categories, and I put affirmations at the end, and then at the top I put my mission and then what I want to eliminate for the month. Last month I was really in my reflective mode because I went through a lot in September. Not really a lot of stuff, but more so I was just really reflective on my life because I'm a new grad and I just moved to Atlanta, so it's just a lot of emotions that was going on at the time. And I'll go ahead and spill the beans. So when I first started back on my channel, I told you guys that I was going to be in school and working full-time, blase blase. Well, I'm actually not in school. The day before classes started, which was August 23rd, I actually decided to drop out of school. So I dropped out of my master's program because I just felt like it wasn't the right time. So I started my master's program literally 2 weeks after I graduated college, and I have my bachelor's in social work and I was getting my master's in social work. But I did the summer semester, and of course I had a 4.0, so I did amazing, but I just felt like I wasn't ready for it. I mentally just did not want to be in school. It was a very hard decision because I have never dropped out or quit anything. So that was a very emotional decision for me. But I did make that decision, which is why September was very interesting and very hard for me. But that's something that I did want to address because I know I kept saying it in my previous videos about me being in school, but I'm actually not in school. The only thing I do right now is work, and then I do YouTube and content creating. So I'm just going to briefly go over what my goals were last month and then kind of reflect on them. So my mission statement was I will work on myself every day in some aspect. Every day will be a new day to accomplish something and move closer to my goals. I will face any adversity and limit distractions. So at this point, I was really just I'm locked in. I really need to get to where I want to be in life. So I said that I was going to eliminate laziness, worry and doubt, stress, negative thoughts, unsupportive people, and distractions. So I said my daily routine is exercise, as you guys already know, eat healthy, post on social media, pray to God, read devotional, complete work duties, plan and post content, and read daily. So for the most part, I did do all of these things daily. The only thing I probably didn't do as well is planning and posting content and reading daily. I definitely pray every single morning I woke up, but reading, I didn't really read as much as I did. It's I'll start off strong in a week, and then towards the end I kind of just brush it off. So that's something that I will work on this month. And then eating healthy, I eat healthy probably 70% of the time, so I'm gonna work on that as well. Spiritual goals, so really I had the most growth in my spiritual goals, and I'm going to talk about that. So I said that I wanted to grow my faith in God, learn God's word, build a strong relationship with God, and pray daily. So I do pray every morning, which is really big for me because I actually never used to pray, or I would pray when I felt like I needed to pray, but I didn't do it every single day as if, you know, it's something that I'm intentional about. So I did I did pray every day, and then I'm also at the point in my life where I'm like laying the foundation and I'm incorporating God into everything that I do. So I've been listening to sermons every single day. When I go to the gym, that's what I do. I listen to sermons. I actually don't really listen to music like that. So when I'm in a car, I'm in silence because I feel like that's a way for God to like speak to me. When I'm at home and I'm cooking, if I'm not watching a YouTube video, I'm listening to a sermon on YouTube. But usually, like, if I'm cooking, I'm watching like a sermon. That's just what my life has been like for the past month. And just when I speak and I talk to people now, I'm including God in those conversations. And that's pretty much, I'm not going to say it's new because I used to do that years ago. But then once I went to college, I fell off. So that is definitely something that I grew in last month, and I'm so happy about it. And I finished the book of John. So I found this thing on social media somewhere where this guy like went into like what order you should read the Bible in if you're new to reading the Bible. And long story short, the first book was the book of John, and I finished the book of John. And basically what I do is I read a couple of chapters and then I kind of like write what it was about, or I write down important scriptures or something that stood out to me. And that has been really helpful. I love doing that. And so the next book I'm reading is the book of Mark. And so we'll get into that. I'm going to set a goal as to if I want to, take the whole month to read that book, or if, I'm going to read that book in a week or whatever. So we're going to get into that. Physical goals, lose fat in my stomach, back and thighs, become stronger, slim my hips and thighs, understand/control bloating, learn more healthy recipes. So, and then current weight is 167.5, and I want to get to 150 by the end of the year. So physical goals, I honestly admit that I haven't seen much progress in that, more so because yes, I work out 5 to 6 days a week, but I feel like it's because of my eating. I had a conversation with a friend yesterday, and I really realized that I probably overeat without even realizing that I'm overeating. Like with the snacks, the carbs. Carbs are very high in calorie. So that's something that I definitely want to work on this coming month. I do like meal prep faithfully. I barely eat out. So I don't really think that food is the issue. I think it's more so of like how much I'm eating. So that's something that I want to work on. I have controlled my bloating. I think it's the probiotics I've been taking. Drinking tea before I go to bed, and probably the eating, because I haven't been eating like really processed foods. So the bloating has definitely gotten better. Like I think I talked about that in my most recent video. Like the bloating has definitely went down, and I'm so happy about that. Mental health goals, I said control my anger/temper. Your girl got a low temper. Limit negative thoughts, have more confidence and less insecurities, believe in me, and journal more. I have not been journaling, I will say that. I journal like once a week. But I do think mental health wise, I have gotten better. I'm very curious about things, and I feel like I've been questioning myself a lot. But I will say that me like forming this relationship with God has really helped my mental health. It's been helping me like stay grounded, stay calm, stay focused on the present. Really, like mental health is only a problem with me like when I'm like really stressed out about something. So I feel like overall, like I have gotten better with my mental health when it comes to like being negative. But I do want to work on it this month, so I'm going to figure out what I can do to, work on that. I know I'm not going to get to a destination. It's going to be a journey, but I feel like there are more things that I can do to like better my mental health. So the next category is financial goals. So I said I wanted to save every check, invest with. When I say this, I mean like with every check, not literally my whole check. So save with every check, invest with every check, save more than I spend on once, and decrease credit card debt. So I think I've mentioned this, but I'll go into it a little bit. So it's currently September, and basically like when I graduated college, I kind of was starting from zero when it comes to money. And that's because of multiple reasons. And so I started my job July 1st, and so that's really when I started having steady income, which was definitely new for me, with like based on the months before then. So long story short, I am like rebuilding and I'm starting over, and so it has been hard to like learn how to budget and track my spending and not buying what I want, which is I'm kind of used to not getting what I want. I've always been somewhat of a conservative person. Like I don't care to like just go buy this and that. Like that's just never been my personality. But it is harder like as an adult. Like I pay bills and I take care of myself. So with that being said, it's been hard trying to learn how to like balance, being that I'm starting from scratch. But it has been a very great journey. I've learned a lot about myself within these past few months, and honestly have no complaints. It feels good that I can pay my bills, because I couldn't pay my bills comfortably like months ago. Like I was struggling to pay my bills, like having to do a lot of DoorDash, you know, like it was hard. But now I can pay my bills with no problem. Literally, I don't even worry about paying my bills. It's just the idea that I can't just go splurge. And at first, like I felt kind of down about it, but now I'm like, shoot, I'm an adult and this is just the beginning. I'm only 22 years old. I just graduated college. I have a great job. So it's like, you know, it's okay. Like I'm setting a foundation. This is not going to be my experience forever. So with that being said, I don't have any like financial goals right now because I'm starting from scratch. Right now for me, as long as I pay my bills and I put money in my savings and my investment account, I'm good. Like that's enough for me right at this moment. But by the time probably the new year, I'll set a financial goal each month. But right now I'm just like making sure that I'm taken care of and making sure that I'm not going back to that zero. So financial goals, I definitely did great with that. And then overall goals, read more self-improvement books instead of thoughtless scrolling, lose more fat and gain muscle, be more financially stable, grow my subscribers and followers on social media and YouTube, and grow my skills at my 9-to-5 job. Overall, I think that I did make a lot of progress in September. I feel like I've grown a lot when it comes to like setting a foundation. And the reason why I keep saying that is because I correlate setting a foundation with God, because I'm just learning how including God in everything that I do is really gonna make my life flourish and make things better when it comes to like when problems happen. Like I can turn to God and He's gonna help me through that process, versus me leaning on myself and making myself go crazy, because that's what I used to do. And so for me, I've just really been patient and gentle with myself. And I think I mentioned this in my last video, like just living a soft life. Like my life has really did a full turnaround, and I realized that in September. Like before I graduated, I was on go all the time. You can ask any of my friends, my boyfriend, my family. Like I've always been a what's next type of person. Waking up at 5, going to bed at 10 or 11 because I'm working on this, that. And that's draining. It's very draining, and I didn't realize how bad it was until now, being that I'm not in school, and the fact that once I'm off work, I come home and I relax. Like I don't have to be chasing something all the time, which is hard. It was hard for me to process that and accept it and receive it. And so I feel like everything happens for a reason, and I feel like me not being in school right now was because God wanted me to slow down and take things day by day and stop always chasing something. Now that's not to say that I'm not going to reach my goals, because I definitely have big girl goals. Like really big goals and dreams, but right now where I'm at, I need to settle down and just get adjusted to life and get adjusted to this new me. And I've learned so much. Like, I've learned a lot about myself and my job, as a girlfriend, as a daughter, as a friend, as a cousin. Like, I'm just learning more about how I can become a better person. And so overall, I think September was a great month, and I'm gonna go ahead and read my little affirmations that I had for last month. I said I can do anything I put my mind to. I will reach my goals. Nothing is impossible. Anything is possible. Things flow easy to me, and I am abundant. So I'm actually just going to keep this for October. I'm just going to change it from me versus me September to me versus me October. And I'm just going to keep this same thing because this is pretty much what my goals are for October and the next 3 months. Because like I told y'all, like, I'm just really at a point where I'm just like, I'm locked in, but I'm settled down. Like, I'm focused on my goals and myself, but I'm not putting too much pressure on myself. I will say that for my financial goals, I am looking for a seasonal job because like I said, I am starting from scratch, and I want to get to a point where I'm stable and I'm comfortable. Even though I'm only 22, I feel like it's not impossible, and I feel like there's nothing wrong with me wanting to feel stable within myself. So I am looking for a seasonal job, one, because it's the holidays. I love the holidays, and at my regular job, I'm off every holiday. I get paid for my holidays. So I know that, you know, if I have a seasonal job, I'll have to work on holiday, and I'm fine with that. I love my apartment, and me and my boyfriend, this is our first year celebrating the holidays in our apartment together. So I think it'd be good for us to be home celebrating Christmas and Thanksgiving. So once I get a seasonal job, I will set a financial goal. So that'll probably be my goal that'll probably be something new for my November reset. But for right now, I don't have any specific financial goals. So one goal that I do have for October is to finish these 2 books that I have. So I was actually going to go buy 2 books, but being that I'm really trying to like watch my spending, we have a whole bookshelf over here, and I have not read all the books that are on my bookshelf. There are books that I bought over the years, and some I finished, some I haven't. And this is actually the book that I'm reading right now. It's called The Magic of Thinking Big. This book has really helped me with my job. Like, it's really helping me like have that mindset where I'm thinking positive and I'm thinking big, and I'm being very like logical about things. And so I am on page 96, and there are like 300 pages in this book. So my goal is to finish this book by the end of October. So I hope I can reach that goal. This is a really great book. This is going to be a good way for me to replace scrolling on my phone, which I'm not really a scroller anyway, but I catch myself sometimes. So that's one goal I do have, is to finish this book. And then this book is another one that I bought over the summer. It's called A Dark and Deadly Deception. And this book is a murder investigation. I like mystery and I like crime. So this is a book that I started over the summer. I'm on page 20 and there are 261 pages in this book. So my goal is to finish both of these books, and I think I can do it because I have more free time now, and also like even like on my lunch break at work, or like before I go to bed, I think it'll be great for me to like really prioritize reading. So that's one of my goals for October, is to finish these 2 books. So the next thing that I'm going to do is pick a devotional, and I'm going to put this on the screen as well. I'm going to pick a devotional for, today is Thursday. So sometimes the devotional are like 5-day plans, or they are 21 days. So I'm just going to pick one based on like what I'm interested in or I'm worried about right now. So I'm gonna go over what my plans were in the past. So the plan that I had for September was the pursuit, which is chasing after your new life in Christ. So that was a 28-day plan. I finished that like mid-September, and then I did a 5-day plan, which is reset your mind, overhauling toxic thoughts. And I was done with that plan on this past Saturday or Sunday, and I knew I was going to film this video, so I didn't pick out a plan. I wanted to pick it with you guys. So basically, like when I wake up in the morning, I read my devotional either like on my way to the gym because my boyfriend drives us to the gym, or like as he's like getting ready, because I'm usually done before him, I'll sit and read my devotional. But it's like one of the first things that I do when I wake up. So they have like categories that you can pick from. I'm probably gonna do temptation. I'm gonna choose that category just because I feel like on my health journey, it's easy for me to be tempted to eat junk food, because at my job, like literally on my floor, they have a table with like a jar of candy. I don't know if it's just because of Halloween or what, but they have a jar of candy. They always have like chips in the basket, and then they have cookies in this other basket, and then they have water. Like, I need y'all to have fruit, vegetables, and water, okay? Or some nuts or some granola bars or something. And I catch myself going over there and getting me a little Reese's every now and then. Not saying that makes me a bad person or anything, but you know, temptation. It's not something that I would eat or buy on my own. So let's see. I want one that's kind of long. Okay, so they have one called Distraction, the Purpose Killer. That's a 7-day plan. It says there's something working hard to snuff out your purpose before it ever starts. It wants to derail your progress and confuse your momentum. That thing is distraction. As you'll discover in this reading plan, it comes in many forms. But the good news is there is a clear biblical way to overcome it and get back on your purpose track. That sounds like a good plan. It's a 7-day plan, so I'm going to start that one. And yeah, so basically I'll start it today, and it has a devotional, and then this one has 2 scriptures that go along with the devotional, and I'm gonna do it before I go to bed tonight. And I have it to where I'll set a reminder, and it'll send me a reminder every time, every morning, based on the time that I pick, for me to like go read my devotional. So that helps me as well, but I usually remember to like go read my devotional. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do to reset for the month. It's not, I don't know, I feel like my reset routine is a little different from what everybody else do, and that's fine with me. I'm not trying to follow the trend, but I do like the trend of like monthly resets. And so I just want to show you guys what I do every month, which is I just reflect on my goals, and I write new ones, or I adjust my goals based on, you know, what I was or was not able to accomplish last month. I reset really every week. I guess I should do a weekly reset video, because that's really my more in-depth reset routines, because I go grocery shopping, I meal prep, I clean the house, I do my hair. And I do all of that on Sundays, but I think I'm about to start doing that on Saturdays. But that also depends on if I get a seasonal job or not. But yeah, so I don't really do, I reset, and I track my goals weekly. So it's kind of easier for me to reset once a month, because I'm already like aligned with what I had set. Or if I'm not aligned, I've already tried to like change it up a little bit. But I hope you guys could take something from my video. I really enjoyed recording this. I was so excited to do it because I love talking about self-development and goals and just trying to become a better person. And that's what I'm focused on. I'm really focused on becoming a better person. So if you guys like this video, please like it and comment on it and let me know what you guys think. And if you care enough, let me know what some of your goals are for October. Thanks for watching.